Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Welcome to the Summer of Saints. Not those saints. We're talking about the St. Paul Saints. Listen every Friday morning all summer long. We're sending you and a friend to CHS Field to see the Saints, courtesy of Hinckley Firehouse. Listen to win all summer. The Summer of Saints. Throwing heat all summer long. Thanks to the Hinckley Firehouse and WCMP.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique, specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative. Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
We'll be back for the start of this baseball game after a first pitch ceremony for Mr. Antonson of the Mora baseball program.
There's just nothing like being on the water, especially on a pontoon. Pine Toon Rental in Pine City has your next outing. Spend the day on the water in style with this 20-footer that holds up to 9 passengers. Whether you want to fish or just float, take the river, take the lake. But you've got to reserve your pontoon first. Visit pinetoonrental.com. pinetoonrental.com.
When aches and pains are interfering with your daily life, Wellia Health wants to help. The sports medicine team at Wellia Health is here to help you get back to the things you love. Wellia Health has a highly skilled sports medicine team with a wide range of experiences. They are also experts in concussion management, a concern for young athletes and adults alike. No matter the injury, get back in the game with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through your MyChart account, welliahealth.org.
I love this weather. I could sit here all day long. I don't think anything can make it better.
Well, friend, this week get a 2-night stay at Ringler's Family Campground for only $40. Make memories and enjoy the outdoors.
How long have you been there?
I'm always here, friend. Always here.
That's a little creepy.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Save money on all kinds of cool stuff. WCMPradio.com/deals.
WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's gonna high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Slips one, slips a second, able to get away for Sluka. Back underneath, far side, and a goal! To the lane, and just gets the roll. Wow.
Pine City, Mora, Hinckley Finlayson, East Central, Bram, Rush City, Malacca, North Branch. Find out who's playing next at WCMPradio.com.
Interested in raising funds for your school or organization? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is now participating in cheese fundraisers. Raise funds by selling cheese to your friends and family and supporting our local farmers. Please call us at 715-689-2053 to find out more.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mustang Field here in Mora, home of the Mustangs and the Blue Devils, the town ball team for Mora. We are getting ready for the first pitch here in this second game for Mora. They, in fact, played Aiken in that first game, in which they got the victory 4-0. And we'll talk a little bit more on that, too, because there was something significant that happened with that win against Aiken for somebody here. So we'll talk a little bit more on that as we go along here in this game, as we get set for first pitch here between the Mora Mustangs and the Rush City Tigers. Both these teams play out of Section 7 AA, so it's a late season section matchup between these two teams, and it should be a good one between these two. Mora seems to be getting hot at the right time, kind of like they did last year. They went into playoffs, and all of a sudden, they were the team to beat. And they seem to be getting that kind of performance here as of late for their baseball team. Rush City's been a good team all year long. So for Rush City, they are hoping to continue their success and grab a win in the section and hope to improve their section standings as we near closer and closer to the baseball playoffs. The softball playoffs have already begun, ladies and gentlemen. If you weren't tuned in earlier today, Hinckley Finlayson defeated Crosby Ironton 14-0 to advance to the second round up in Cloquet at Braun Park on Thursday at 3 o'clock. They'll play the winner of I Falls and Duluth Marshall. So we're getting our starting lineup for the Mustangs. I did not have time to go to talk to Coach Powski beforehand, unfortunately, so I have to ad-lib as we go along. So the center fielder, Brock Folkama, coming out as the leadoff batter for him. And Owen Zoka will be playing at second base. Looks like we got our little baseballers. Nathan Nelson, one of the senior captains for the Mora Mustangs. And Carter Gamal, a junior captain for this Mora Mustang squad. And then now coming out, 31, Owen Lind, another junior. This is a good mix of guys for this Mora Mustangs squad this year. And then number 12 coming out, Alex Warner, another senior.
He is accompanied by Jamison Madsen. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 29.
And now coming out, Carson McAdams. That's a cool last name, McAdams. It's a fun one to say, too. McAdams. Not going to get tired of that, ladies and gentlemen. And DHing today will be number 7, Ronan Maurer. I have no idea if it's in relation to Joe. Mason Nelson coming out. He will catch today for the Mustangs. And then not hitting will be Stranton Nelson, a freshman. He's in left, so it must be Carson McAdams in right. Must have got that mixed up myself. So, McAdams. So, moment of silence here to honor Mark Anderson, who passed away just recently for the Mustangs.
Thank you.
And now we'll have our national anthem be played. We'll come back after word from our fine sponsors. Then we'll get set for first pitch here in Mora.
24/7, 365. We've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. You probably know your Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 is easy to find, very clean, the staff is always friendly, and is open 24/7, 365. But did you know we do propane fills, have a brand new EV charging station, and a dog walking area? So if you need a hot cup of coffee, the tank topped off, or a jug of milk on the way home, we got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dales how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and healthcare. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops, and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit. Your ride.
At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well at every age and every stage. If you've been busy taking care of everything else but neglecting your own personal health, don't let another year go by without making yourself a priority. Get an annual checkup. Please schedule an appointment at Wellia Health today. Call us at 320-679-1313 or welliahealth.org.
Back here on both WCMP and KBEK for this game here tonight, 95.5 FM, KBEK, WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. And, of course, live with video on our website at WCMPradio.com and KBEK.com. And thanks to the camera woman to my left for joining me once again here this evening, bringing you the great camera work as she has anytime she has joined me this season. So we appreciate her coming along here tonight. So on defense for the Mustangs here in this game 2 for them this afternoon. On the mound will be number 1, Carter Gamal. Then behind the plate, catching is number 28, Mason Nelson. Over at first, it will be number 12, Alex Warner. Then at second, it will be Owen Zoka. At third, it will be 31, Owen Lind. And at short, it will be 27, Nathan Nelson. Then out in left, it will be number 9, Stratton Nelson. Then in center, it will be number 11, Brock Fulkema. And out in right, it will be number 29, Carson Macadans. Again, I will not get tired of saying that. That is an awesome name. For the Rush City Tigers and Mora Mustangs, this will be the first meeting here between the two this season. And again, I'm excited for it. You've got Rush City in the top 4 of the section at 10-4 on the season, 4-1 in section play for Mora. They're a little bit below that at 8th at 7-10, now 8-10 and 7-1 because of that 4-0 win over Aiken the game before. When we have a moment, we'll talk more on that win over Aiken because it does serve a significant number for baseball. And now, coming to the plate to lead off for the Rush City Tigers, it will be number 5, Logan Kirby. Stands into the right-handed batter's box. Again on the mound, Carter Gamal. And he's facing Logan Kirby here. Clouds rolling in, but it looks like the rain part of the clouds are staying a little bit north, so that's good news for us. First pitch in there for strike 1 to Logan Kirby, and first pitch comes at 7:01. So 0-1 count for Kirby, and here's the 0-1 from Gamal. That one's going to be high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kirby. Gamal with the 1-1. That one's in there for strike 2. A 1-2 now for Logan Kirby. He checks to the third base coach. A 1-2 count for the leadoff man, Kirby. And here's the 1-2. Outside for ball 2. That'll even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes for Logan Kirby. Been a pretty darn good leadoff man for the Tigers all season long. And let's see what he can do with the 2-2 pitch on the way. He gets a piece of it. He'll lob it towards the second baseman, and he's there to grab it in time for out number 1.
Just a little blooper to the middle there.
So now to the plate for the Tigers, number 4, Sam Barrett.
1 out, nobody on. It brings up.
This has been a pretty fun lineup to watch for the Tigers. Hasn't changed a ton throughout the season, and it hasn't really needed to. The way the lineup is going, you really haven't needed to change much. First pitch to Barrett is swung on and miss. Gamal with an absolute bullet down the plate for strike 1. And Carter Gamal, a junior captain for the Mora Mustangs. That one bounces into the catcher for ball 1. 1-1 count now for Sam Barrett. One down and nobody on. Here's the 1-1. Getting a piece of that one is Barrett. And he'll foul it into the netting behind him. And that'll make it a 1-2 count for Barrett. Kamal making pretty quick work up there on the mound. Here's the 1-2. Swinging through that one. For out number 2 is Barrett. So 2 up, 2 down. And now to the plate, Noah Pace. Noah Pace, brother behind him, and Nathan Pace. They have been really clutch this year. This entire lineup has shown that they have the ability to be clutch as well. These guys are in the 3-4 spots for a reason, as Noah Pace gets on that one, and he'll foul it back and out of play for strike one. A long backstop here in Mora, so if either team gets a base runner on and a ball gets away from the catcher, man, there's a lot of room to go. 0-1 count now for Noah Pace. Pitch from Gamal on the way is in the dirt for ball 1. Again, this not only the home of the Mustangs, but also the Mora Blue Devils, the Eastern Mini League team. Beautiful field that just moved adjacent to the football field. This baseball field kind of used to be where the football field was, kind of off to the side of it. And then with the new football field, they moved this just a little bit north, so still a great place to play. And Noah Pace fouls that one off, so it'll be a 1-2 count. Carter Gamal trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning, but Noah Pace gets a piece of that one, and that will get to the shortstop. That's going to be a tough throw on to first, and they're going to get him at first. Nice throw and a good stretch by the first baseman for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down, go the Tigers. And we will move on to the bottom of the first inning. And the Tigers will be next on defense. A tough way to start the game for Rush City. Games that I have called, not a lot have started with them going 1-2-3 at the plate. But now they take the outfield. On defense for them tonight, it'll look like this. Noah Pace will be starting on the mound. And, of course, behind the plate for him will be his brother Nathan Pace. Then over at first, it'll be number 8, Kyle Hogrud. Then at second, it'll be number 9, Jackson Smith. And at third, number 15, Cole Glenna. And short will be number 5, Logan Kirby. Then in the outfield, in left field, it'll be number 16, Sam Dick. Then out in center, it will be number 3, Matthew Kempf. And over in right, it'll be number 4, Sam Barrett. That is how their defense lines up. And as I mentioned before, this is not the first game for Mora today. No, it is the second. Aiken, they were supposed to play them tomorrow night, but because of the rain, they decided to move it up to today. And they were able to get the victory 4-0, and not only improved to 8-10, but head coach Jason Pawski, he came into that game 299 wins. He started coaching back in the early 2000s, and that was his 300th. Yes, you heard that correctly. 300th win as the coach here for the Mora baseball team. Just an impressive feat. And I was talking to the Rush City coach beforehand, and he said that's at 12.5 wins a year that you have to average for 24 years to get 300 wins. So think about that. Every year is a good year. Every year you have to have a winning record in order to get 300 career wins in high school baseball, and that's not an easy feat. So congratulations there to the Mora Mustangs head coach Jason Pawski. 24 seasons as the Mustangs head coach, and just this last game against Aiken with a 4-0 win was his 300th career victory. So congratulations again, once again, to Mora Mustangs head coach Jason Pawski on career win number 300. Yes, 300. 300 on the season. Now coming to the plate for the Mustangs, it'll be number 11, Brock Folkema. He will lead off for the Mustangs. Tigers in their gray pinstripe jerseys, the 2 yellow stripes on the end of the sleeves with the middle blue one. The blue hat with the yellow brim. The blue letters and numbers outlined in yellow. First pitch here from Noah Pace. In there for strike one. Folkema thought about it but did not swing. And 0-1 count here for Brock Folkema. Pace with the 0-1. Well, something different there, but it's low for ball one. 1-1 count for Brock Folkema, the leadoff man for the Mustangs. Here's the pitch from Pace. That one's in there for strike 2. 1-2 count now for Brock Folkema, the senior captain, out in center today. Pace likes the call, and here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. They're actually going to say he got a piece of it. Foul tip into the glove for out number 1. Owen Zoka. Yes, I pronounced that right. Thank God. Wanted to wait for the PA announcer to be sure, but I did. I got it. I wasn't scared at all, but so Owen Zoka at the plate now for the Mustangs. Another senior captain. He looks at strike 1 from Noah Pace. 1 down, nobody on for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the first. 0-1 pitch from Pace is just off the plate for ball 1. 1-1 count for Owen Zoka. Next one from Pace. Zoka got a piece of, fouls it back. So now a 1-2 count for Owen Zoka. Pace readies with the 1-2. And here's the pitch. Popped up towards the backstop, and Nathan Pace trying to go after it, but that's going to get out of play. Nathan Pace actually had a pretty good read on that one, but it was out of play, so he did not have a chance to catch it. And Owen Zoka will line it up again with a 1-2 count and 1 down. Noah Pace readies, and here's the 1-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. He went. Throw on to first is going to get him for out number 2. That's a tough one for Zoka. That's one of those where I think he was going no matter what in his head, and unfortunately it bounced, and he's going to be the second out. So now Nathan Nelson to the plate for the Mustangs, another senior captain, and some of these names you might recognize from that football team that they've had, and a lot of these guys have been on the football team for many, many years, going back to that season where they did not have the greatest season. I think it was 1 win in 2-3 years, and they stuck it out, and man, were they competitive. This one's going to go foul and out of play. Nathan Nelson lifts that one. As he's first pitch swinging, so 0-1 now. Noah Pace with the pitch. Bounces to the catcher for ball 1. 1-1 for Nelson, and the pitch from Pace. Oh, it got him. It got Nelson. Must have just grazed him because I did not quite see it. But it hit him. So Nelson will roll on down to first, and now to the plate, junior Carter Gamal. So now a runner on with 2 down for Gamal. And the first one is outside for ball 1 to Gamal. One will count for Gamal, and Noah Pace fakes the throw to first, forces him to get back. So here's the 1-0 pitch. It's in the dirt. It gets away from Nathan Pace, and Nathan Nelson is into second easily. He was stealing all the way. And Nathan Nelson saw that Noah and Nathan Pace were meeting there, and he decided, I might try to take third. He almost got it too, but luckily teammates were there for the Paces to let them know, hey, he's there, he's trying to take, and they got back in time. Next pitch here to Gamal is in there for strike 1. So 2-1 count now for Gamal. Noah Pace, that one's in the dirt. For ball 3. 3-1 count now for Carter Gamal. Got a runner on second, 2 down. Noah Pace. Readies? And here's the pitch. In there, and then the throw down to third. Not in time. And Nathan Nelson takes third. You know, that was a nice steal there by Nathan Nelson, but might have been an even better throw down to third by Nathan Pace to try and get him out. That one is swung on, and that's going to leave the infield, and that's going to score a run. A 2-out RBI single for Carter Gamal will get the Mustangs on the board first. So the Mustangs get aggressive early and get the first runner to cross on an RBI single. And now it's 1-0 in favor of the Mustangs. So Carter Gamal bats a run home, and now it's Owen Lind to the plate. Got some Disturbed as it was walk-up music. Gotta love it. Noah Pace, the pitch. Low for ball 1. 2 down for the Mustangs. Runner at first. Owen Lind at the plate. That one going to be inside for ball 2. A 2-0 count now to Owen Lind for the Mustangs, batting in that 5 spot. Next one is in there for strike 1 from Noah Pace. 2-1. Is the count for Owen Lind. Noah Pace with the pitch. And it's in there for strike 1. Throw down to second, not going to get him in time as it bounces in there, and Gamal is going to steal second. But now a 2-2 count for Owen Lind. 2 down, runner at second. And the Mustangs trying to add on to this 1-0 lead they have early in the bottom of the first. Took some off that one, and it's a swing and a hit out towards right, and it's going to get down. It's going to get by the right fielder. He did not read that correctly. And it'll be another RBI single here, this time for Owen Lind. So now, again 2 outs, runner at first. 2-0 score in favor of the Mustangs, and Alex Warner now to the plate. And he swings and misses on that one behind that pitch from Noah Pace. Pace readies, here's the pitch. Bounces to the catcher Nathan Pace, but keeps it in front of him, and that runner at first will stay. Again, Mustangs being aggressive early on here. It has helped them get a 2-0 lead. And this one hit foul by Alex Warner. So it'll be a 1-2 count. These last couple at-bats, Pace hasn't been ahead, and here he is 1-2. 2 down, runner at first, trying to get this final out of the inning. Fires that one in there, but it is low for ball 2. It'll even the count at 2-2 for Alex Warner. Noah Pace, that would have been a good one, but Warner laid off, and here's the 2-2. And that one got a piece of it to shallow right. Right fielder's on it, grabs it in time for out number 3. So the Mustangs do some damage out there. They get 2 hits, 2 runs, and they had no errors out there on defense. For the Tigers, they had no hits, no runs, and no errors as well. So that'll be it for the first inning of play, and after said inning, the Mustangs lead 2-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. And we'll come back after a word from our fine sponsors And when we come back, we will have the top of the second inning of play here in Mora for the Mustangs and the Tigers here on both WCMP and KBEK.
I love this weather. I could sit here all day long. I don't think anything can make it better.
Well, friend, this week, get a gift certificate for 18 holes of golf and a cart at Stone's Throw Golf Course in Malacca for just $25.
How long have you been there?
I'm always here, friend. Always here.
That's a little creepy.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Save money on all kinds of cool stuff. WCMPradio.com/deals.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
Top of the second and leading off for the Tigers will be Nathan Pace. And he takes the first pitch from Carter Gamal for strike one. So 0-1 count now for Nathan Pace, the catcher for the Tigers. That one's going to be low to him for ball one. So leading off here in the second with a 1-1 count. Gamal with the pitch. Swinging and a miss by Nathan Pace. That'll make it a 1-2 count. And I think this game going to be a very good one early on, though. The Mustangs being aggressive on the base paths. That helped them get 2 runs in that first. Nathan Pace with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to him, and he gets a piece of it, pops it up in foul territory. First baseman's running after it, but that's going to be out of play. So we'll come back and we'll do it again with a 1-2 count for Nathan Pace. And here's the pitch from Gamal. And Pace swings through it for out number 1. 1 down now for the Tigers. And coming to the plate, number 16, Sam Dick. Gamal, pretty good start on the mound, even through 1 1/3, but he has looked good as that one runs high for ball 1. Gamal with the 1-0 delivery, and that one's going to be inside for ball 2. Two-0 count for Sam Dick, the left fielder for the Tigers. And here's the pitch from Gamal. That one's going to be in there for strike 1. Two-1 count, and Gamal with the pitch. Sam Dick gets a piece of that one, fouls it back, and out of play. That'll leave the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes for the left fielder. 1 down. And swung on. That one was high, and Sam Dick knew it. He knew, shouldn't have, but he just couldn't help himself. And that'll be 2 down now for the Tigers. And to the plate comes number 15, Cole Glenna. We're number 24 today. And here's the pitch to him. Off the plate for ball 1. And Gamal with the 1-0 pitch. And Glenna missing on that one. Makes it a 1-1 count now for him. So 1-1 now for Cole Glenna. And here's the pitch from Gamal. Glenna got a piece of that one, pops it up into foul territory off the first baseline, and it will go out of play. So now that'll make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes for Cole Glenna. Here's the pitch from Gamal. just off the plate for ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Maybe a 2-out rally in store here for the Tigers. Ask them all. Readies. And here's the 2-2. And Glenna held up, but it's going to be in there for strike 3 anyway, so he'll go down looking. And the Tigers go down 1, 2, 3. And we will move on to the bottom of this inning. Mustangs, again, got off to the hot start there in the top of the inning. And now they'll look to do so once again in the bottom of the second. They lead 2-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Also, don't forget, on our website, we have a WCMP deals page where you can get discounts on a lot of, really anything you can think of, and from local businesses in our area, in our listening area. I mean, you can get, your nails done, animals groomed, so many different things that you can get done that we have discounts on our website. Be sure to head to WCMPradio.com/deals to check out all the deals that we have on our website. We have tons of discounts out there for, again, really anything you can think of. I think we even have some for dog grooming. I know if you don't see it on there, if it says out of stock, check back, because it could be in stock the very next day. I know we restock quite often, so. And to the plate now, Carson McAdams for the Mustangs at the plate. And that one's going to bounce past the catcher on the pitch from Noah Pace. So a 1-0 count for McAdams. And here's the pitch. That one's low for ball 2. 2-0 count, and the pitch from Pace. That one's in there for strike 1. Two 2-1 now for McAdams, and that one swung on and missed. Noah Pace will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes here for the leadoff man in the bottom of the second. 2-2 on the way, just low. And that'll run the count full for McAdams. And we'll get a time call here for the batter. And he steps back into the box. No Pace waiting patiently. And he'll step back onto the rubber. Pace readying the pitch. And here's the full count. Inside. And that is ball 4. So McAdams will walk to first. And now coming to the plate, Ronan Maurer into the left-handed batter's box. Runner at first, nobody out for Ronan Maurer. A sophomore for these Mustangs. Showing bunt and bunted foul. So 0-1 count for Maurer after the bunt goes foul. Showing bunt again, but pulls back as that pitch is low for ball 1. And Nathan Pace quick up out of his stance, holding that runner at first. Noah Pace with the pitch. That one's going to be a strike as the bunt not pulled back in time. So 1-2 count now. Runner at first, and won't see a bunt attempt again here with a 1-2. Noah Pace with the pitch. Swung on and fouled back out of play. Ooh, man, and just in between the cars. Ooh. Wow. Somebody needs to play the lottery today. Wow. Both of those, whoever the owners of those vehicles are, need to play the lottery. That went right in between them both. Next pitch here to Maurer is high for ball 2, so that evens count at 2-2. I mean, that went right in between two vehicles. It probably hit the white stripe for the painted line in the parking lot. That one is swung on and hit right towards the second baseman. He's just going to get the runner at first for out number 1. He won't try and get the double play. That would have been tough. McAdam's got a good jump there. But they will get the runner out at first. So Mason Nelson now to the plate. 1 down and a runner at second. 2-0 is the Mustang lead here in the bottom of the second. Pace with the pitch. That one's a slow grounder to the second baseman. Throw on to first is in time for out number 2. So runner now at third. And Brock Folkema back to the plate. So he will see the plate for the second time in as many innings. That one is swung on and into foul territory, but the first baseman is there to grab it for out number 3. So the Mustangs do get the runner on, but he will not come to the plate. And the Tigers hold the Mustangs off the board here in the bottom of the second. And now we'll move to the top of the third inning here in Mora, with the Mustangs leading 2-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Back after word from our fine sponsors here on both KBK and WCMP.
There's just nothing like being on the water, especially on a pontoon. Pine Toon Rental in Pine City has your next outing. Spend the day on the water. Cruise between Cross Lake and Pekegama Lake. Over 20 miles of shoreline with several stops along the way, and start creating memories that'll last a lifetime. But you've got to reserve your pontoon first. Visit pinetoonrental.com. pinetoonrental.com.
Hi, this is Sarah from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Do you know about our propane customer referral program? It's simple and rewarding. Refer a qualified new Burnett Dairy propane customer and you'll receive a $100 credit to your account. Terms and conditions apply. Call 715-689-1032 for details and follow our Burnett Dairy General Store Facebook page. Share the warmth with Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Back here for the top of the third inning. Tigers will come to the plate. So far, nothing doing for them at the plate. It's been 6 up, 6 down for them. They'll look to have it go a little different here this inning, as Kyle Hogrud will come to the plate. And it's Carter Gamal on the mound for the Mustangs. Done pretty good work through the first 2, and first one to Hogrud is in there for strike 1. And here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. And Gamal will get ahead 0-2. On the way from Gamal. And he swings and misses at that one for out number 1. And out to the plate, Matthew Kempf.
Nobody on. It brings up the center fielder number 3, Matt Kempf.
1 down and nobody on, so not the start the Tigers would have liked, as Kempf watches that one go high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Kempf. Swing and a miss on that one. And it's a 1-1 count for him. 1-1 pitch on the way from Gamal. And that one's in there as well for a 1-2 now. 1-2 pitch on the way from Gamal. And Kempf swings and misses. Round number 2. And Gamal just commanding the mound right now. Not allowing anything. And now it's Jackson Smith to the plate. And the Tigers hoping for a little bit of a 2-out rally here to start with Smith. Still plenty of time to get something going here in this one as the first pitch to him is low for ball 1. Only the top of the third, so you have plenty of time, but Gamal, he is just a fantastic start to this one as that one's in there for strike 1. To Smith. The 1-1 on the way to Jackson Smith is high inside for ball 2. 2-1 now for Jackson Smith. And Gamal with the pitch. That one's high for ball 3. I don't think we've seen a 3-1 here for the Tigers at the plate so far, so good opportunity. And here's the pitch from Gamal outside. And Gamal's first quote-unquote mistake of the game as he walks Smith, and the Tigers have their first base runner of the evening. Beautiful evening for baseball if it weren't for the mosquitoes. I mean, beautiful, beautiful out. So now back to the top of the order for the Tigers. Logan Kirby at the plate. That one to him is high for ball 1. And sometimes for a team, all you need is a base runner. And that's what can really get a pitcher second-guessing some things and get in his own head. Logan Kirby with the 1-0 and the pitch from Gamal. That one's going to be in there for strike 1. Gamal readies. Here's the 1-1 pitch in there for strike 2. 1-2 count for Logan Kirby, that runner on first. So now for Kirby, got to be protecting here. 1-2, 2 down. That's your first base runner of the evening. And the pitch. Ooh, just outside for ball 2. Good eye there from Logan Kirby. 2-2 count. 2 down and a runner on first here in the top of the third. Gamal with the pitch. Oh, and Kirby reached on that one and swing and a miss. And that'll be out number 3. So the Tigers get their first base runner on, but can't do anything with them. And that will leave a man stranded for the Tigers. No errors there committed by the Mustangs in that half the inning as we move to the bottom of the third. Mustangs with their 2-0 lead, and they will look to add on to their lead here in the bottom of the third. Again, Gamal, the pitcher for the Mustangs, off to a hot start. The Mustangs got aggressive early here in this one in the first. They had their first 2 base runners steal and eventually reach home. 2 RBI singles back-to-back by Gamal and Owen Lind to score those 2 runs. In the second inning, they had McAdams reach. He got all the way to third, but then Brock Folkma flew out in foul territory for the final out. So he would not cross the plate. As we get on down to the bottom of the third. Here in Mora, Minnesota, for this section matchup between these two teams. So Owen Zoka back to the plate. Struck out in his first plate appearance. Noah Pace with the pitch inside for ball 1. Pace readies. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and ripped to the third baseman, and a diving play is not going to be made. It will reach the outfield, and Zoka with a leadoff single for the Mustangs. So runner on first, nobody out, and now to the plate, Nathan Nelson.
It brings up our shortstop. It's number 27. It's Nathan Nelson.
So Nelson will step into the batter's box. Leadoff man on first. And I got to imagine Mustangs will continue to be aggressive. First pitch is high for ball one, and the throw down to first not going to get him. But Nathan Pace showing Zoka, hey, better watch the lead that you take there at first. Nathan Pace has got a really good arm, so he has that ability to throw those runners out if they lean a little too far. But that one was high to Nathan Nelson for ball one. And here's the 1-0. That one swung on and fouled. Nathan Pace trying to find it, but it was on the ground. 1-1 count now for Nathan Nelson. And here's the 1-1 pitch from Noah Pace. That one's fouled back and out of play. So now a 1-2 count for Nathan Nelson as it's a 1-2 count for Nathan Nelson. Got that leadoff man on first. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Try to get something off that one, but that's going to bounce to Nathan Pace, and Zoka easily going to be into second on the pass ball. So now the leadoff man at second. And 2-2 count for Nathan Nelson. Ooh, and time just called. No Pace. A little bit upset with that one. But now he'll ready with the 2-2. And here's the pitch to Nathan Nelson. And that'll run the count full. So full count now for Nathan Nelson. Runner at second. Noah Pace with the pitch. That's going to bounce to him. And Nathan Pace keeps it in front of him. That'll put a runner on first and second with nobody out. And now to the plate, Carter Gamal. He hit an RBI single back in the first. And he'll look to do much of the same here. Base knock could score one. So far the clouds have kind of stayed north. Looks like they've got a little bit of rain in them, but they have stayed north, thankfully. Made for a beautiful night for baseball here in Mora. So Carter Gamal into the box. Runners on first and second, nobody out. No Pace with the pitch. That one's going to be low for ball one. One-0 count for Gamal. No Pace readies. And here's the pitch. A bunt attempt, and and the first baseman moved towards home plate, and Noah Pace looked to first to throw the runner out. And because of that, I don't know, you can't really count that as an error. And I guess it would be a bunt single? I don't know. That was weird. That was tough. And now Owen Lynn to the plate. He hit an RBI single back in his first plate appearance. So you load the bases with nobody out in a okay way. You can touch any bag for an out, but at the same time, a base hit probably scores two now. That one bounces to Nathan Pace and blocks it enough to keep the runners at bay. No Pace, a little bit of frustration out there on the mound. Trying to get his team out of this bases loaded jam. It's a 2-0 lead for the Mustangs as they look to extend that lead. And Pace with the pitch. Ooh, just outside. Ball two to Owen Lind. That one fouled into the backstop by Lind. And now a 2-1 count for Lind. Again, a bases loaded jam here for Noah Pace out there on the mound. That one swung on and missed by Lind, and that'll leave the count at 2-2. Be a great spot for a double play, get the runner out at home and third, but we'll have to see. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Pace. So foul tip into the glove for round number 1. Well, you get the first out, and that's what's important. So they get that first out, and now, again, you induce that double play ball and trying not allow a run to score if you're the Tigers. As Alex Warner comes to the plate, flew out back in the first. And Pace with the pitch, swung on and missed. Pace in a tough situation here. Bases loaded. And one down. Here's the 0-1. In there to Warner for strike 2. 0-2 count now for Warner, and he'll be protecting here 0-2. Again, a base hit, probably scores 2, but induce that ground, that double play ball on the ground and the inning. That one's going to be low to Warner for ball 1. One-two pitch on the way from Pace. Foul back and out of play. And the count will stay 1 ball, 2 strikes for Alex Warner. Pace, readies. Here's the 1-2 pitch. In there for strike 3, and it'll get Warner looking for out number 2. So now 2 down for the Mustangs, and to the plate coming is Carson McAdams. Reached on a walk in his last plate appearance. 2 down now. Base is still loaded. Mustangs, again, a base hit still would score 2 here, and they could extend their lead. Pace trying to help his team out. And that one's popped up. Nathan Pace should have a chance on it. He's back and grabs it for out number 3. So, wow. A great job there by the Tigers to get out of that bases loaded jam. They get 2 hits, but no runs. And they will strand all 3. What a job there by Noah Pace and that defense to get out of the inning. So, after that jam there, the Tigers get out of it, and the score remains 2-0 in favor of the Mora Mustangs. As, if you can believe it or not, we're moving on to the top of the 4th inning here in Mora. But we'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors as you're listening to baseball on both 95.5 FM KBK and 106.5 FM AM 1350 WCMP.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Attention baseball fans! Are you ready to experience the thrill of St. Paul Saints baseball with our weekly live on-air giveaway? That's right! Every Friday is your chance to score big and win tickets to see the Saints live in action at beautiful CHS Field. Imagine the atmosphere, the crack of the bat, the smell of freshly popped popcorn, and the joy of being surrounded by fellow fans. Special thank you to our incredible sponsor, bringing in the heat with Hinkley Firehouse. Listen to WCMP every Friday morning for your chance to win tickets to the St. Paul Saints.
As you heard there in the commercial, every Friday Your chance to win Saints tickets on both morning shows, KBEK with Rockin' Around Riley and 100.9 FM with Josh Ramirez. So that's Friday mornings. You'll get that keyword to text in and your chance to win Saints tickets. Sam Barrett will lead off for the Tigers here in the top of the fourth. Pitch from Gamal, swung on and fouled back. Both these pitchers off to a pretty darn good start, but Gamal would have the advantage right now. His team also leads 2-0. Swing and a miss there by Barrington. It's going to be 0-2 count for him now. And here's the 0-2 from Gamal. Swing and a miss for out number 1. Tigers have not been able to really get a piece of anything here that Gamal has been throwing, and they've only had the one base runner all night. Now to plate, Noah Pace, the pitcher for the Tigers this evening, with one down and nobody on. Gamal with the pitch. Yeah, it's in there for strike 1 to Noah Pace. 0-1 pitch on the way. That's in there for strike 2. And Noah Pace with an 0-2 count. Teammates cheering him on. Here's the 0-2 from Gamal. And he got a piece of it, and that's just over the second baseman's head, and the Tigers will finally have their first hit of the night. And it's a single for Noah Pace. So only their second base runner of the evening, but they do have their first hit, and now they will get the courtesy runner there for the pitcher, and that will be number 6, Braylon Neihart. And now at the plate, Nathan Pace. And he watches that one go by for ball 1. That runner at first now. 1 down. 1-0, and that one's in there for strike 1 to Nathan Pace. One count. Gamal with the pitch, and Pace got a piece of that one into the netting. And now it's a 1-2 count to Nathan Pace. We're at first, 1 down, top of the 4th. Gamal readies. Here's the 1-2. Low for ball 2. And a good eye there by Nathan Pace to make it an even 2-2 count as the sun decides to peek out here late in this game. 2-2. Oh, and he's going to go down looking as that one is in there for strike 3 to Nathan Pace. So he'll go down looking for out number 2, and now coming to the plate, it will be Sam Dick. Runner at first and 2 down. Here's the pitch. That one's in there on the outside part for strike 1. Mustangs in their blue jerseys, the black sleeves, white letters and numbers outlined in the black, the gray pants. That one's in there for strike 2 to Sam Dick from Carter Gamal. 0-2. Got to be protecting here. Runner at first, 2 down. Carter Gamal continuing his nice evening of work. 0-2 on the way. That's outside. For ball 1. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss by Sam Dick for out number 3. And Tigers just cannot seem to catch up to Carter Gamal. And that will be it for the top of the inning. But they do get their first hit of the evening to the Tigers. And the Mustangs continue their fine night of baseball. And the bottom of the fourth, we'll see Ronan Maurer lead off for them. Yeah, we've only got 3 innings of work left here in this one, and the Mustangs, even though it's a 2-0 lead, it feels a lot bigger just because Carter Kamal is doing great work there on the mound for the Mustangs. Noah Pace not having a bad evening either, but the Mustangs have just had a few more base runners on and been able to score them, although ever since the first, the Tigers have done a great job of getting out of some bad spots. Just last inning, they had a bases-loaded jam they had to work out of with nobody out, and it wound up a foul tip for out 1. Alex Warner struck out looking, and then Carson McAdams flew out as Nathan Pace made the catch in foul territory behind the plate. So they worked out of the jam, and now they'll try and keep the the Mustangs off the base paths and off the scoreboard and keep themselves within 2 of that Mustang lead. So now coming to the plate, as I mentioned, leading off will be Ronan Maurer into the left-handed batter's box. And if you can see, we'll pan it over, that is Jason Pautsky, the Mora Mustangs head coach. Earlier, they beat Aiken 4-0, and that was his career 300th win in 24 seasons as the Mustangs head coach. So a huge congratulations to Jason Pautsky, the Mora Mustangs head coach. 300 career wins with a win over Aiken earlier, 4-0. So congratulations once again goes to Jason Pautsky. 24 seasons of work and 300 career wins. Huge, huge shout out to him. Done great work with this baseball program as a coach. But again, as we lead off the bottom of the fourth, it's Ronan Maurer with a 1-2 count. And now that one is bouncing to Nathan Pace. We'll even the count at 2-2 for Maurer. Had a chance to interview Pautsky earlier once the season began and kind of talked about the team and how they just struggled to get runners home from scoring position, as that one is foul out of play. As the third baseman, I don't know if he did it purposely or what, but he ran into the fence, Cole Glenna did, trying to get that one. Everyone make sure he's all right. He's good. Just ran out of real estate. He laughed at himself. It's all good. So Maurer with a 2-2 count, no Pace with the pitch. Swing and a miss for out number 1. So out 1. That'll be his 3rd strikeout for Noah Pace. And now Mason Nelson to the plate. Mason Nelson, a bunch of these Nelsons, they wrestle. They're 3-sport athletes. Wrestle, play football, and play baseball. Nelsons have been in more what seems like for forever. Seems like they've just got about, 100 kids and siblings and or cousins that come through the Mora program, but they are very talented as Mason Nelson looks at strike 1. Next one will bounce to the plate, and it's now a 1-1 count for Mason Nelson. One on the way from Pace. Just outside for ball 2. 2-1 count. That one swung on and hit towards the shortstop. A funky bounce. Throw on to first is in time. Round number 2, Mason Nelson leapt towards first from about 5 feet away, trying just to get himself on, but he will be out. So that's 2 down. Nobody on, and now to the plate, Brock Folkema for the Mustangs.
Now with 2 outs. Nobody on. Brings up the center field.
So he's to the plate. 0-2 so far tonight. Somebody needs to make a remix, blue and black, just for the Mustangs. If you didn't hear it, it was black and yellow. I know there was a remix back when the Packers, I'm not even going to say it, but when they beat the Steelers in the big game, Lil Wayne made a remix, and it was probably the worst thing you could ever hear if you're a Vikings fan. But we need a blue and black one. Plus, blue and black together just sound cool. Back to the game. 1-1 count now for Brock Folkema. As that next pitch to him is high for ball 2. 2-1 count now to Brock Folkema. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the 4th. Mustangs do have that 2-0 lead. Noah Pace with the pitch. And that is just low for ball 3. A good pitch from Noah Pace, but good eye, too, by Brock Folkema holding off on that one. And the 3-1 pitch on the way from Pace. That one is in there for strike 2. Similar spot, but just above the knees for the strike, and it's a full count for Brock Folkema. 2 down, nobody on. Noah Pace trying to end the inning. And that one is going to be short. So Folkema walks down to first. It will not be a 1-2-3, and Owen Zoka to the plate for the Mustangs. He's 1 for 2 here this evening.
Number 2, Owen Zoka.
So we ready? Here's Pace with the pitch. That swung on and fouled down the third base line. And Brock Folkema was stealing all the way. He got a great jump on that steal attempt, but he'll have to travel back to first. So 0-1 the count here for Owen Zoka. He's got that runner at first here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. Noah Pace with the pitch. And throw down to second. Not going to be in time. Just under the tag is Brock Folkema. Beautiful throw down by Nathan Pace, but Folkema is just in under the tag. Safely at second. Great throw by Nathan Pace. That was about as good as it gets. But it will be a 1-1 count now for Zoka. Pitch from Pace. Swung on and fouled down the first base line. One-two count for Zoka at the plate. Runner at second, 2 down. And here's the pitch. Took something off of that one. It's going to be a slow roller to the pitcher. Throw on to first is in time for out number 3. That was a tough throw for Noah Pace on to first, but just did get it there for the final out. So a little Strandley runner at second. No hits and no runs for either side there. Not any one hit for the Tigers, but no runs for either side. And we now move on to what will be the 5th inning of play here in Mora, the top of the 5th to be exact. But we will come back after a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to High School Baseball on 95.5 FM KBEK and 106.5 FM AM 1350 WCMP.
Promoting good health in children is the best way to ensure they'll enjoy good health as adults. Don't skip out on your children's wellness appointments. Call Wellia Health today at 320-679-1313 to set up a Well Child visit. Our friendly family medicine providers love to support young families by helping your children stay healthy, active, and feeling their very best. WelliaHealth.org.
Burnett Dairy Cooperative, real farms, real flavor. Visit us online at burnettdairy.com.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
And we're to the top of the 5th inning now, and leading off for the Rush City Tigers will be number 24, Cole Glenna. Carter Gamal still on the mound for the Mustangs. And that one is swung on and hit. First pitch swinging is Glenna. Throw on to first from the shortstop is in time for out number 1. So one pitch will get one out. And now to the plate, Kyle Hogrud. Here's the pitch from Gamal, swung on and missed for strike 1. Tigers need to work the pitch count a little bit here for Gamal. Gamal hasn't thrown a ton of pitches here this evening. That one is going to be low for ball 1. He hasn't thrown a ton, so his arm isn't getting too tired out there. Here the Tigers need to work the count a little bit more, get his arm a little bit more tired, see if you can't square one up and start getting a few more hits. So that one's going to be outside for ball 2. Now a 2-1 count for Kyle Hogrud. Here's a pitch from Gamal, and that one's going to be fouled back and out of play. Evens count at 2-2 for the first baseman. One down. Nobody on. And here's a pitch from Gamal. It's in there for strike 3, and he'll go down looking. And unfortunately, that's not the first time the Tigers have gone down looking tonight. That's the third time, and like I said, they want to work the count a little bit here for Gamal, but at the same time, 0-2 got to be protecting, and now Matt Kempf to the plate. 0 for 1 today, struck out in his first at-bat, and he'll see strike 1. But for Carter Gamal, he's had a good outing. He hasn't given the Tigers much to hit. And Kempf will swing on that one, and it's quickly 0-2, 2 down, nobody on. Tigers need a little something here. They need a big hit, stolen base or two, but they really need to work Gamal on the count. But now you're going to have to protect 0-2. Will Kempf. Kempf takes a moment out of the box, now into the box. Gamal readies, and here's the 0-2 pitch. And swing and a miss. So a quick 1-2-3 inning. No hits, no runs by the Tigers. No errors on the side of the Mustangs. And now it's back to the plate for the Mustangs. They will try to add to their lead as they lead 2-0. Add some insurance to their lead as next inning we'll get back to the top of the order for the Tigers. And if you're the Mustangs, late in the game, that's not what you want to see, the top of the order. So if you're the Tigers, you got to get out of this inning, play solid defense, and then get that top of the order running. Get a few players on. Again, you're only down by 2, but now starting to run out of time here in this game. Now we work to the bottom of the 5th inning. Again, Mustangs lead 2-0, but it feels a lot bigger than 2-0 because of the way Gamal has been pitching here today for the Mustangs. No pace, not a bad outing either. A few strikeouts in there for both sides, and just the Mustangs have been able to connect a few more times with the ball. Careless whisper for Nathan Nelson. It's a good song, don't get me wrong, but man, hey, it's a unique walk-up song, and I give him credit. I love it. and then the way they said his name as he walks up, it's perfect. Love it. Nathan Nelson to the plate to lead off for the Mustangs in the bottom of the 5th. No pace with the pitch. That one is swung on and out to left, but that man is there, and that man is Sam Dick for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out for the Tigers. That's as good as it gets.
Well struck ball by Nathan. Fly out to the left fielder.
And now to the plate, Carter Gamal. who, oddly enough, is 2 for 2. He bunted a single back in the third. And it was just kind of a miscommunication that led to it. And before the pitch, ump is going to say, wait a minute. So no pace. Winds up. Here's the pitch. That one's low for ball 1 to Carter Gamal. Pitcher versus pitcher here in this at-bat. No pace quickly readies, and here's the 1-0. That one's going to be low as well for ball 2. Good spot for that one, but Gamal not going to swing. 2-0 to Gamal. Pace with the pitch. That one's going to be similar spot for ball 3. So 3-0 now for Carter Gamal. 1 down, nobody on. Pace with the pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. And again, 3-0, you won't see anybody swinging, as Gamal does not. So 3-1 now. Pace with windup and the pitch. That one swung on and hit just past the pitcher. It's going to leave the infield for a 1-out single for Carter Gamal. So runner on first. 1 down. And Owen Lind to the plate. 1 for 2 today. Lind has an RBI single back in the first. And the first pitch to him, swung on and hit. Throw on to first is going to be in time. Nice stretch there by the first baseman to grab that one for out number 2. Just didn't have enough time to try and get Gamal out at second, but they will get Lind at first. And now Alex Warner to the plate. He's 0 for 2 here today. Runner at second, 2 down.
Number 12, Alex Warner.
Pace with the pitch, swung on and missed by Warner for strike 1. Sun's starting to set behind the clouds here. You can't really see it, but starting to see the lights turn on. Here's the 0-1 to Warner in the dirt for ball 1. 2 runs in the first for the Mustangs and nothing since for either side, other than a few base hits here and there. No pace with the 1-1. That is in the dirt, and it's going to roll away to that backstop. And that is a long backstop here in Mora. And that will advance Gamal to third. So a 2-1 count for Alex Warner. Runner now at third with 2 down. Mustangs try to add some insurance to their lead. Meanwhile, no pace, trying to get out of this inning without allowing the runner at third to score. This one fouled down the third base line. That'll leave the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third now in the bottom of the 5th for the Mora Mustangs. Alex Warner at the plate. No pace with the pitch. That one's low. It will run the count full here for Alex Warner. So again, Mustangs try to add on to their lead while Pace and the Tigers try to get out of the inning. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be fouled by Warner, keeping himself alive. No pace on the mound. Battling here with Warner, trying to finish off the inning. That one swung on and hit out to left field, and that's going to get down. That's going to be an RBI single, if not more, for Warner. And it's going to be 2, an RBI double for Alex Warner. So that will extend the Mustang lead now 3-0. And that is the run that the Mustangs have been trying to get for a while now. They've been close a few times, but they get that one there. Now to the plate, Carson McAdams. 0-1, and we'll see a mound visit here for Noah Pace. And we'll just talk with him real quick. Don't know if we have enough time for a commercial break. Yeah, we'll try and squeeze one in. Why don't we? Here on KBK and WCMP.
Welcome to the Summer of Saints. Not those Saints. We're talking about the St. Paul Saints. Listen every Friday morning all summer long. We're sending you and a friend to CHS Field to see the Saints, courtesy of Hinckley Firehouse. Listen to win all summer. The Summer of Saints. Throwing heat all summer long. Thanks to the Hinckley Firehouse and WCMP.
Back here on KBK, WCMP, 3-0. The Mustangs just added to their lead. After that RBI double by Alex Warner, and now Carson McAdams to the plate. 2 down, runner at second. It's a 3-0 lead now. And Pace with the pitch. That one. Excuse me. Going to be ball 1 for McAdams. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's in there. And the throw down to third's going to get him. That is a great job by Nathan Pace to get the stealing Warner at third for out number 3. Nathan Pace, great awareness and a great throw down to third to grab Warner on the attempted steal. So 2 hits, 1 run for the Mustangs. And they will extend their lead 3-0. But we move on to the next inning, which will be the top of the 6th. Man, this game is moving quite quickly. 3-0 is our score in favor of the Mustangs over the Rush City Tigers. We'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors here on KBK and WCMP.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative. Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Top of the 6th inning, the Tigers will try and get things going. It'll start with Jackson Smith, and then it'll turn around to the top of the order for him. So a good spot here for the Tigers to get something going with Jackson Smith leading off, and then you've got the top of the order after him as he swings and misses on that one. Kind of a half-hearted swing there by Jackson Smith. Wanted to hold off, but just couldn't. So 0-1 now. And again, it's Carter Gamal having a great evening. He swings and misses on that one. Now 0-2 quickly. And if you're the Tigers, you need to work the count here against Gamal. Gamal has not thrown a ton of pitches here in this one, and you need to get him to throw more. Here's the 0-2. That one is low. And that bounces to the backstop for ball 1. So if you're the Tigers, you can get Smith on. He's got some speed to him. And then you get back to the top of the order with Kirby, Barrington, Pace. Do up the next 3. That would really be ideal for the Tigers. Try and get the 3 back they need. And that one is going to be a base hit for Jackson Smith. And that is exactly what the Tigers needed. So a base hit there for Jackson Smith. That'll be a leadoff single. And now, as I mentioned, we work to the top of the order for the Tigers. It's Logan Kirby now to the plate. And Kirby, with runners on, has been very good this season in the games that I've called. Again, I don't know about when I'm away. Maybe I'm just the good luck charm. Of course, I'm kidding. But he swings, and the announcer's jinx is in full effect on that one. Wow. I'll blame myself on that one, as that one is caught by the pitcher himself out in foul territory for out number 1. So 1 down, runner on first, and now Sam Barrett to the plate. Runner on first, 1 down. Kamal with the pitch, and that one's going to be ball 1. Haven't seen a ton of runners on for the Tigers. In fact, this is their only their third base runner here this evening. 1-0, now turns into 2-0 for Sam Barrington. This, again, Tigers need to work this count now. Make them all throw some more. 2-0, turns into 3-0. Now you won't see Barrett swing here. 3-0 is always you lay off. Because if you swing at one, that's a ball. Well, people aren't going to be too pleased, so it's always a 3-0, and they lay off. And that is why you lay off, because that is a ball, and Barrett will walk to first. So with 1 down, you got runners at first and second, and now Noah Pace to the plate as the tying run. So now here's where things get a little interesting here for the Tigers and Mustangs. It's a 3-0 game for the Mustangs. Tying run is at the plate. Got some speed there at second. Here's the pitch. And Pace swinging and missing at the first one. 0-1 now for Noah Pace. Again, 1 out though. Pitch from Gamal is outside for ball 1. 1-1 count to Noah Pace. Nathan Pace behind him. That one is high for ball 2. Tried to work its way down, but stayed high. 2 balls, 1 strike to Noah Pace. The Pace brothers have been very clutch this year with runners in scoring position. That one's going to be in there to Pace. Makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. Gamal steps off, and so 2-2 count as Gamal back to the mound. Noah Pace into the batter's box. 2-2. Here's the pitch from Gamal. And that's going to get him for strike 3, and Noah Pace upset there on the strike call. He'll go down looking for out number 2. Now Nathan Pace at the plate with 2 down. He would be the tying run as well. Runner still first and second. And, the ball got away. He's going to get to the outfield, and now the runners, this is going to, what are they going to say here? Not sure what the conversation was there, but everybody's all right. So the runners did move up on the ball, on the throwing error down to second. Now they're talking to the shortstop. I know he did apply the fake tag. Or was he maybe in the base path? I'm not sure what they're talking about. We're talking to the infielders here for Mora about something. And now The Mora Mustangs head coach, Jason Pautsky, will make his way out to the mound. And while we get a second, we'll again mention how Pautsky, earlier today, the Mustangs hosted Aiken. They were supposed to host them tomorrow, but with the rain, they decided to play today. And they beat Aiken 4-0. And with that, Jason Pautsky, in his 24 years as the head coach here, with that win, it was career win number 300 for Jason Pautsky. So a huge, huge, huge congratulations there to head coach of the Mora Mustangs, Jason Pautsky, on getting his 300th career win as the Mustangs head coach. That is, I don't care what sport you're in, 300 wins is a fantastic career mark. So congratulations there to head coach Jason Pautsky. So we will get all settled in here for Nathan Pace. Runners on second and third, 2 down. Pace is the game-tying run. Pace needs a big base hit here. And that's in the air. And that's down for a base hit. It is going to score 2, and Nathan Pace rounding first. He'll be into second with a 2-out, 2-run double. And that is exactly what the Tigers needed here in this spot. And more than likely we should see a courtesy runner for Nathan Pace out there at second. And there we go, we do get it. So Nathan Pace will come off, and the courtesy runner for him will be number 13, and that's Landon Luckoff. So Landon Luckoff now out there at second after the 2-run double hit there by Nathan Pace. It's 3-2, and all of a sudden that changes the look of this game drastically. And, ooh, he was loading up on that one, was Sam Dick. He swings and misses. He wanted to bat in that tying run at second. But you got to be careful here now. It's 0-1, 2 down, runner on second. Kamal, so very good pitcher, and that one's going to be outside for ball 1. 3-2 our score. Kamal readies. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Sam Dick. It's in the dirt for ball 2. So after 5 innings of work for Kamal, this 6th inning may have seen a little bit of endurance start to come down for him, as that one is in there for strike 2 to Sam Dick. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Kamal readies. Here's the pitch. That's high and outside, and that will run the count full. Full count now for Sam Dick. Kamal readies. Here's the full count pitch. And it did hit him. I wasn't sure. It was inside, but I wasn't sure if it hit him or not, and it did. So Sam Dick will make his way down to first after being hit by the pitch. And now to the plate, Cole Glenna. Still 2 down. Runners on first and second. Kamal readies. And here's the pitch to Glenna. And, ooh, Glenna thought about it, but he holds off there. Very smartly holds off, and that'll be ball 1 as it's high in the zone. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from Gamal, and that one again high. And Glenna again holds off. He loads up, and then he holds off on that one. Two-0 count to Cole Glenna. 2 down. And Glenna will, that's a little loop route to right. Is it going to get down? Yes, it is. It's going to get down. And the runner from second looking to go home. He will, and that is going to be an RBI single for Cole Glenna. And that has tied the game in this one. Runners at the corners, still 2 down. We're tied at 3. We're all tied at 3 here in Mora. 2 down, runners at the corners. We're going to get a mound visit for Carter Gamal. Again, 5 innings of work, but this 6th inning might see a little bit of fatigue showing now for Gamal. What a 6th inning it's been, though, for the Tigers here at the plate anyways. Started with a single from Jackson Smith. He eventually scored. Then Kirby flew out, but then Barrett walked. And Noah Pace then struck out, but then Nathan Pace, that is, hit a 2 RBI double. And then Dick was hit by the pitch, and then an RBI single from Cole Glenna. That is how we have now a 3-3 tie in the top of the 6th. Gamal steps off. Not quite ready for Kyle Hugrud. So here we go. Gamal readies. And here's the pitch. In there for strike 1 by Gamal. If you're the Mustangs, this would be a great time to get an out. The final out of the inning. Would have liked to have seen it a little bit earlier. And oh my goodness, the runner at first, I don't know what he was thinking. Well, yeah, either way, it got him. It got Gamal to the point where he had to choose between the runner at third and the runner going to second, and he chose the runner at third. Probably the smarter idea. So Glenna will move into second on the steal. That's also a smart play, though, by Gamal. Could have threw it, but instead holds on to it and doesn't allow necessarily the runner to go to second, but he does hold that runner at third. That is a smart play. He realized what was going on. He knew, and he holds on to it, and he threw that one in there to Hogrud for strike 2. So 0-2, Gamal, he ready, so he wants to get out of the inning. Here's the pitch. That's in there for strike 3. And not what you want to see if you're the Tigers. Another strikeout looking after a big inning like that. But they do tie it up. So the Tigers in this one get 3 hits, 3 runs. And an error by the Mustangs in that inning. So we move on to the bottom of the 6th. The game now tied at 3 apiece between the Mustangs and the Tigers. And this next full inning, this one and then the top of the 7th, should be interesting because the Mustangs, despite or depending on what happens here, will really tell us what the 7th inning will look like. So technically all the Mustangs need is 1, but with the Tigers' bats now getting hot here late in this game, might need more. And you gotta imagine Noah Pace, who is the starting pitcher for the Tigers, still out there on the mound. He's got to be feeling a ton of confidence now after his team went out, scored him 3 runs, and tied the game up. So if you're Noah Pace, confidence has to be rising just a little bit here. Tied at 3. You're in Mora. And now coming to the plate for the Mustangs in the bottom of the 6th will be Carson McAdams. So Noah Pace getting ready. He's on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one is swung on and right past the first baseman. So a leadoff single for the Mustangs, and Tigers not what you want to see there. But for the Mustangs, after a long inning in the field, that's about the best thing you could ask for. Looks like we will get a courtesy runner over there for McAdams. That'll be number 13, Owen Perry. So Owen Perry there at first now for the Mustangs. Nobody out, 1 on. And Ronan Maurer to the plate. A good way to start in the bottom of the inning for the Mustangs. After giving up 3 runs, you get the leadoff base hit. Showing bunt, pulls back. And that one's outside for ball 1. One 1-0 count to Maurer. Noah Pace readies, and here's the pitch. Showing bunt. Doesn't pull back, and it'll be strike one. 1-1 count now for Maurer. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's the pitch from Pace. Swing and a miss. And now a 1-2 count for Ronan Maurer. Pace readies. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Maurer, and he'll go down as out number one.
One out, runner at first base.
So one down, and now to the plate, Mason Nelson.
Number 28, Mason Nelson.
So one down, runner at first. Pace with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Actually, they're going to say he actually got a piece of it. They're going to say foul tip into the glove. Either way, it is 0-1 for Mason Nelson. 0-1 swung on and hit towards the second baseman. They're just going to get the runner at first for out number two. So two down, and now runner at second is Owen Perry. And now they'll head to the back to the top of the order for Brock Folkema. And this will probably be it for Noah Pace. I believe he reaches his pitch limit. And if that's the case, looks like Logan Kirby will take over on the mound. We'll wait and confirm that for sure. Yeah. So Logan Kirby will take over after Noah Pace goes 5 2/3. And we get a new right fielder, number 10. We'll go out to right field. Maurice. So he'll take the place of Sam Barrett as it's number 10, and that will be Tyler Munson. Out and right. Noah Pace will move to first. So that is the changes here for the Tigers. Logan Kirby will take over the pitching situation for the Tigers as we are in the bottom of the sixth inning, tied at 3, 2 outs for the Mustangs. A runner on after the ground out by Mason Nelson advanced McAdams and the courtesy runner for him to second, and that courtesy runner for him is Owen Perry. But again, Logan Kirby warming up here, bottom of the sixth. And we are at the top of the order for the Mustangs. It's Brock Folkema, and he's 0 for 2 today. He walked back in the fourth, eventually stole second. And for the Mustangs, be a great spot for him to get his first hit on the evening. Base hit probably scores that runner from second and gives you that 4-3 lead. But again, the Tigers got the bats going there in the top of the sixth. So if you're the Mustangs, might need more than just the one. Kirby finishing the warm-up throws for him as he again will take over on the mound for Noah Pace, who reaches his pitching limit. I believe it's 75 pitches you can throw before you got to switch it up. I want to thank all of you for tuning in here this evening. Been a pretty good game. Started out 2-0 for the Mustangs. They added one in the fifth to make it 3-0. It looked like they were on their way to a win, but then here in the top of this inning, the Tigers would go and score 3 runs to tie us. And again, it's Brock Folkema now with 2 outs. Runner on. So Logan Kirby, he'll ready. Not an easy spot to come in for him, though. Protecting the 3-3 tie and faces the top of the order and a runner at second. So not the best of situations for Kirby, but do with what you got. As he works, and the first pitch was low for ball one, and here's the pitch. Next one is in there for strike one to Brock Folkema. One count for Folkema. Kirby with the pitch. That one's high. For ball two. 2-1. Now to Brock Folkema. Kirby readies. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one's fouled back and out of play. And now we'll even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second for Brock Folkema. Bottom of the 6th, we're tied at 3 between the Mustangs and the Tigers. Kirby with the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss by Folkema. That will end the 6th inning. So the Mustangs will strand one hit, no runs, and we move to the top of the 7th. And now we're in a situation where could be headed for extra innings. So top of the 7th is where we will move on to 3-3 tie. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Also to the camera woman to my left for coming out and helping me run this camera. Give you a better view of the game than what I can give you. I just give you the plate. She gives you everything. But we'll be back for that top of the 7th here on 95.5 FM KBK AM, 106.5 FM AM 1350 WCMP.
There's just nothing like being on the water, especially on a pontoon. Pine-Tune Rental in Pine City has your next outing. Spend the day on the water in style with this 20-footer that holds up to 9 passengers. Whether you want to fish or just float, take the river, take the lake. But you've got to reserve your pontoon first. Visit PineTuneRental.com. PineTuneRental.com.
When aches and pains are interfering with your daily life, Wellia Health wants to help. The sports medicine team at Wellia Health is here to help you get back to the things you love. Wellia Health has a highly skilled sports medicine team with a wide range of experiences. They are also experts in concussion management, a concern for young athletes and adults alike. No matter the injury, get back in the game with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through your MyChart account, welliahealth.org.
Top of the 7th, and leading off for the Tigers is Matt Kemp. And Gamal fires that one in there for strike one. And for the Tigers, they got to get at least 1 or 2. Oh, Gamal got to work quickly in this pitch. Is in there for strike 2, swinging and missing his Kemp. So Gamal not wasting any time. He wants to go. He wants to get his guys back to the plate. He wants to win this one. Tied at 3, 0-2 for Kemp now, and he'll take a little more time this time around. Gamal with the pitch. Kemp protecting. Ooh, and that one got the ump in the mask. He is okay. Ooh. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, he might look like he's fine, but that stings a little bit. So 0-2 now for Kemp. Here's the pitch from Gamal on the way and high for ball 1. 1-2 now for Kemp. As the leadoff man here in the top of the 7th. That one is out just, and I mean just off the plate for ball 2. Evens the count 2-2 for Kemp. Here's the pitch. And swinging and missing is Kemp for out number 1. 0 for 3 today is Kemp, and now to the plate, Jackson Smith. He started it all for the Tigers in that last inning. You got a leadoff single, and then that's when everything kind of started to go the Tigers' way. Hoping to do much of the same here with this at-bat for him. Here's the pitch to him. In there for strike 1. For the Tigers, they will see the number 2, 3, and 4 batters in the next inning. So important for them to get some runs here. And ooh, Smith doesn't like that one, but it is going to be 0-2. And now for Smith, you got to protect your 0-2. 1 down, nobody on, and you need You need a score. You need at least one for at the very least. Then trust the defense to do the rest. 0-2 pitch on the way from Gamal. And Smith protecting, and he's going to get another base hit. What a hit there by Jackson Smith. In a big spot, he gets another base hit, as he did last inning, and it is exactly what they needed. Protecting 0-2, and he gets the base hit they need. I got a runner on first with one down, and we'll get a mound visit, and this might be it for Gamal. So Gamal's night on the mound possibly over. And we'll keep an eye on the mound, maybe just a visit to let the defense know what the plan is here with a runner on first and one down. But we'll wait and see. So we will get a switch, and let's see. So on the mound now for Gamal, who will appear to move to short, is going to be number 2, Owen Zoka. So Zoka will move to the pitcher spot here in the 7th. As Gamal goes 6 1/3 innings. And now for the Tigers, they'll have their top of the order come around once Zoka is finished with his warm-ups. We'll take a quick commercial break here on KBK and WCMP.
I love this weather. I could sit here all day long. I don't think anything can make it better.
Well, friend, this week get a 2-night stay at Ringler's Family Campground for only $40. Make memories and enjoy the outdoors.
How long have you been there?
I'm always here, friend. Always here.
That's a little creepy.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Save money on all kinds of cool stuff. WCMPradio.com/deals.
WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15. He's going to high step into the end zone. Touchdown!
Slips one, slips a second, able to get away for Sluka. Back underneath, our side, and a goal to the lane, and just gets the roll.
Wow. Pine City, Mora, Hinkley Finlayson, East Central, Bram, Rush City, Malacca, North Branch. Find out who's playing next at WCMPradio.com.
Back here on WCMP KBK. And Brace Orthodontic scoreboard shows us tied at 3, top of the 7th. Runner on first for the Tigers. And it's to the top of the order for them as well. Kirby at the plate. And again, Owen Zoka on the mound in place of Carter Gamal. Here's his first pitch, and it's swung on by Kirby. Hit out to right, and the right fielder is on it in time for out number 1. And Jackson Smith, just back in time. That one did look like it was going to get down for a base hit, but the right fielder on the run grabbed it for out number 2, and Jackson Smith had to work all the way back to first, which he did in time. So they will still have a chance here. Much like last inning, 2 outs, and they were able to get a 2-out rally going to score their first run, and then what would be 2 more. And now Sam Barrett to the plate. Swing and a miss on the first one. Owen Zoka on the mound. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one, a bouncing ball foul for Barrett. So it's going to be 0-2 now for Sam Barrett. 2 down and a runner on first. They need at least one, because then the Mustangs will only need one themselves. Zoka with the 0-2. And, just keeping himself alive. Barrett fouls that one off. Here we go, 0-2 once again. Zoka readies, Here's the pitch. And a high bouncer down the third base line. Zoka, oh, he can't grab it cleanly. And then the throw on to first is not there. And they throw to second because Jackson Smith overran it a little bit. He's back in time. So an infield single there for Sam Barrett. So runners at first and second now for the Tigers, still 2 down. And to the plate, Noah Pace. Noah Pace at the plate, 2 down, runners on first and second. That one in the dirt. Nice block, though, there by Mason Nelson. Keeping that one in front and keeping those runners at first and second. It'll be ball 1 for Noah Pace. Zoka with the 1-0. Oh, Noah Pace swings and misses on that one. And it makes it a 1-1 count. Zoka with the pitch. Pace will pop this one into foul territory, and it will get down. Foul. And then it bounces into the Mustang dugout. Ooh, everybody appears to be okay over there. Ooh, that would have been a scary moment. 1-2 count now for Noah Pace. Zoka trying to get out of the inning for the Mustangs. Pace trying to get a base knock to get them the lead here. Here we go, 1-2 pitch on the way. And Pace lines this one, and it should be enough to send the runner from second. Smith rounding third, and he is going to get in for an RBI single from Noah Pace. And Noah Pace comes up with the clutch hit. And now runners on the corners with 2 down. 4-3. Tigers take the lead. But now Nathan Pace to the plate, and he'll try and add on to the 4-3 lead. And Mason Nelson quickly comes out, gives a signal to the defense. So Nathan Pace at the plate. Owen Zoka trying to get out of here. Runners at the corners, 2 down. And Zoka steps off. Pump fakes the throw over to first. No Pace diving back. He is safe. Zoka with the pitch here to Nathan Pace. It's in there for strike 1. A 1 count for Nathan Pace from Owen Zoka. And Zoka will step off, and he'll force the runners to move back to their bags. A 1 count for Nathan Pace. Zoka with the pitch. That's high and inside for ball 1. 1-1 count for Nathan Pace. 2 down, runners on the corners here in the top of the 7th. Tigers have a 4-3 lead. Here's the pitch from Zoka. Nathan Pace will line this one out to center, and it gets down for a base knock, and it's an RBI single for Nathan Pace. And that will make it a 5-3 lead. So now runners at first and second. Get the courtesy runner out there, Landon Luckoff. 5-3 now, the Tigers lead. Runners at first and second, and now Sam Dick to the plate. Still 2 down. Here's the pitch. Now on low for ball 1. And Landon Luckoff at first, and Nathan Pace. There we go. That's how you say it. Noah Pace at second. 1-0 count for Sam Dick. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. 1-1. Zoka with the pitch. And foul tip by Sam Dick, and it will make the count 1-2. 2 down. Runners on first and second. Owen Zoka trying to finish off the inning for the Mustangs. And here's the pitch. In there for strike 3. And Sam Dick will go down looking for out number 3. So they will strand 2, but the Tigers get 2 to cross on 4 hits. 4 hits, 2 runs for the Tigers. No errors committed by the Mustangs there in that half of the inning. So we will head to the bottom of the 7th. Here in this one, we shall see what this bottom of the 7th will hold as the Tigers have a 5-3 lead over Mora. And again, Logan Kirby will be the pitcher for the Tigers in the bottom of the 7th as he took over for Noah Pace there in the 6th. A very, very interesting bottom of the 7th coming your way here very shortly. If you've stuck with us, thanks so much for tuning in. If you're just joining us, well, back in the first, Mora scored 2. They added another one in the 5th. But then in the 6th, the Tigers were able to get 3 runs on 2 outs to tie it up at 3. And then just in the top of this inning alone, they scored 2 more to take a 5-3 lead. And the Mustangs down to their final 3 outs. They need 3 to win the game. They need 2 to push us to extra innings. So here we go. Warm-ups are done, and now leading off for the Mustangs, Owen Zoka. Here we go. Mustangs need 3 for the win. Tigers trying to get their 3 outs. Get out of here with another win on the season. Kirby with the first pitch. Oh, it's going to get him. Well, that's not the way you want to start a 7th, especially with a 2-run lead. That's going to hit Zoka. So that will put the leadoff guy on. And now to the plate, Nathan Nelson. And this has kind of been the part of the batting order where the runs have come from is right here, 3, 4, and 5. Even down to 6. So now a dangerous spot here for the Tigers, but for the Mustangs, yeah, that's exactly, maybe not exactly how you want to start it, but get a runner on. Again, Nathan Nelson at the plate. Runner at first, nobody out. It's a 5-3 lead for the Tigers. Kirby with the 0-1 to Nelson. It's in there for strike 2. 0-2 now to Nathan Nelson. And time called here. Nelson back into the batter's box. Kirby readies. Here's the 0-2. Low for ball 1. And, ooh, nice throw by Nathan Nelson down to, or Nathan Pace down to Noah Pace. Too many Nathans, too many Paces, too many Nelsons out there. I get confused easily. But Nathan Pace down to Noah Pace. Zoka's back in time. It's a 1-2 count for Nathan Nelson. Kirby with the pitch. And that one's high for ball 2. Two-two count for Nathan Nelson. Runner on first, nobody out for the Mustangs. Kirby with the 2-2. That one is swung on, popped over to right field. That's going to be on the run, and he grabs it. Oh, he dropped it. That's got to be on the transfer, I'm guessing. Yeah, it will be on the transfer. So he grabs it, and then they'll say on the transfer it fell. So it will be out number 1. He did hold it long enough, in my opinion, watching it live for out number 1. It looked like it was on the transfer. So he caught it, and then he was attempting to throw it in quickly to try and hold that runner at first, and that's when the ball came out. So that is why it is still called an out for anybody watching or listening. Now Carter Gamal to the plate. He is 2 for 2 today, and this is This is a guy, if you're Mora, this is a guy you want to see right here. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1, and Nathan Pace quickly up out of his stance, trying to keep Owen Zoka at first. One 0 to Gamal. It's in there. Excuse me, for strike 1. 1-1 count for Carter Gamal. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be high for ball 2. 2-1 count to Gamal. Two one on the way from Kirby. Throw down to first, not going to get there as Zoka's back in time once again. And ball will get into the pitcher. Now it's a 3-1 count for Carter Gamal. Kirby readies. Here's the 3-1. Ooh. Ooh, we're going to say just off the plate for ball 4. So, runner at first and second, 1 down, and now Owen Lynn to the plate.
It's number 31, Owen Lynn.
Game-winning run at the plate now for the Mustangs. Tying run at first. Kirby with the pitch in there for strike 1. One down still for the Mustangs, so they've got 2 outs to work with here. That one is swung on. A low roller to the pitcher Kirby. Throws on first for out number 2. But the runners do advance. Runners at second and third. And the Mustangs are down to their final out. Tying run moves up into scoring position at second. Winning run at the plate now. And it is Alex Warner. He hit an RBI double back in the 5th. That would tie us. Here we go. Runners in scoring position, 2 down. Warner at the plate. Kirby's first pitch is in there for strike 1. 5-3, Tigers with the lead. Mustangs got that tying run at second, winning run at the plate. 0-1 count for Alex Warner. Here's the pitch from Kirby. Ooh, that is high and almost got Warner, but ducks underneath it. So 1-1. Kirby with the 1-1. That's in there for strike 2. Oh boy, Mustangs down their final strike. 1-2 count, 2 down. Runners on second and third. Logan Kirby trying to finish it off for the Tigers, but the Mustangs trying to get another clutch hit from Alex Warner. Here's the pitch from Kirby. Low for ball 2. Trying to get him to swing at one. Low in the zone and get the strikeout. But Warner lays off, so 2-2. Kirby takes a breath. Here's the pitch. That one's in there, and that's going to get down for a base hit. That'll tie it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, a 2-run single. And Warner with another clutch hit here. It will tie us at 5.
This is why we love baseball. Up to bat, runner first.
And we're tied at 5. And now Carson McAdams at the plate. Winning run is at first. Kirby. Breeze, here's the pitch to McAdams. It's low for ball 1. Tied at 5 on that clutch hit from Alex Warner. There's the 1-0 pitch from Kirby in there for strike one to Macadans. One count for Macadans. Kirby with the pitch in there for strike two. Not sure what Macadans is doing. Looking at those last two. He got the winning run at first. Now he's got to protect 1-2. And Kirby really has got a lot that he can work with now. 1-2 pitch on the way. Kirby, that one's going to bounce to the second baseman. Throw on to first is in time. Round number 3, we're headed to extra. As that will be out number 3. So, 7 innings weren't enough. And we will move on. 2 hits, 2 runs for the Mustangs. And we're moving on to inning number 8. So, we are moving on to another inning of play because, well, we just can't get enough. And 7 innings weren't enough for these two teams. It's been a battle between these two, and man, oh man, a clutch hit from Alex Warner to tie it at 5. We move to the top of the 8th here in Mora. Back after word from our fine sponsors on WCMP and KBK.
Interested in raising funds for your school or organization? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is now participating in cheese fundraisers. Raise funds by selling cheese to your friends and family and supporting our local farmers. Please call us at 715-689-2053 to find out more.
24/7, 365. We've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. You probably know your Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 is easy to find, very clean, the staff is always friendly, and is open 24/7, 365. But did you know we do propane fills, have a brand new EV charging station, and a dog walking area? So if you need a hot cup of coffee, the tank topped off, or a jug of milk on the way home, we got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK, Tigers in the top of the 8th inning are led off by Cole Glenna. And Owen Zoka still on the mound. First pitch in there to Glenna is strike one. What a 7th inning we had. 2 runs scored by each side to tie us at 5 apiece. Here's the pitch from Zoka. That's going to be in the dirt for ball 1. Some clutch hitting from both sides. Late in this game, in the 6th, Tigers scored 3 to tie it at 3. And then took it's a half-hearted swing by Glenna right down the first. Oh, that couldn't have been any better for the Mustangs. And that couldn't have been any more of a tough hit for Glenna, a half swing, and then it went right down the first base line, rolled the line, didn't even go foul, and the first baseman just grabbed it and stepped on the bag. That is probably the most heartbreaking way to get an out. Maybe not the most heartbreaking, but that's one of the toughest ways to get an out if you're a batter. So that's going to be 1 down for the Tigers here in the top of the 8th. And now at the plate, Tyler Munson in for Kyle Hugrud. And he now has an 0-2 count. Owen Zoka with the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit foul. Well, that one foul, and the count remains 0-2. Zoka trying to get his team back to the plate and get their bats rolling once again. And here's the pitch. Oh, just high. Good frame, though, by Mason Nelson to try and get that a called strike, but that one is just high. For ball 1, 1-2. Zoka with the pitch to Munson. That one, just off for ball 2. So a 2-2 count for Munson. And that'll run the full count pitch from Zoka. And now with 1 down, Tiger now 0 for 3 today, trying to change his fortune here in the 8th. Beautiful bunt to first is in time, but the runner from first advances to second. That one is swung on and hit out to center. Kempf is on it, and that gets by him. So if you were just joining us, if you missed any part of that, a little bit of technical difficulties there as we're switching up the internet, the hotspots. The first out here in the bottom of the 8th, Ronan Maurer was a strikeout victim, but then Mason Nelson hit a stand-up double, and the winning run for the Mustangs is on second. So one down, runner on second, bottom of the 8th, game-winning run on second for the Mustangs. And now Brock Folkma to the plate. That one's outside and well past the pitcher, and now the winning run moves up to third. Ooh, you talk about a jam here for the Tigers. But the Mustangs in a great spot to try and get that game-winning run. If you missed the top of the 8th, it was a ground out for Glenna, then Tyler Munson reached on a walk, and then it was a ground out for Kempf and a line out for Jackson Smith, which ended the top of the 8th. Now bottom of the 8th, strikeout for Maurer, and Nelson reached on a double, and now a 1-0 count for Brock Folkma as we're back to the top of the order. I was in there for strike one to Brock Folkma. This one not over yet, folks. Far from over. One count, and here's the pitch from Kirby. It's low, and that will do it. And the pass ball will lead to a walk-off run for the Mora Mustangs. Wow. What a way to end it for the Mustangs. The pass ball leads to the walk-off run scoring, and it will be a 6-5 victory for the Mustangs. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll do a quick recap here on WCMP and KBEK.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
There's just nothing like being on the water, especially on a pontoon. Pine-Tune Rental in Pine City has your next outing. Spend the day on the water. Cruise between Cross Lake and Pekegama Lake. Over 20 miles of shoreline with several stops along the way. And start creating memories that'll last a lifetime. But you've got to reserve your pontoon first. Visit PineTuneRental.com. PineTuneRental.com.
6-5, the Mustangs walk it off here with a pass ball in the bottom of the 8th, so it goes extra, but the Mora Mustangs get it after the 8th inning, 6-5. The Mustangs, it was a battle. They scored 2 in the first and then nothing until the 6th, or the 5th, then they scored the 1 to make it 3-0, but in the 6th, the top of the 6th, the Tigers scored 3 to tie us at 3, and then in the 7th, both teams scored 2 to tie us at 5. Then it was the bottom of the 8th here where the Mustangs walk it off via the pass ball for the 6-5 victory. I want to thank all of you for tuning in here to both stations. Thanks so much for tuning in. Tune into the morning shows to catch all local sports. Stay tuned to our websites, our Facebooks, everything, and our social medias. Also, if you're watching this game on our YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube page. That way you never miss any live sports. Once you subscribe, you'll be notified anytime we go live with a local sporting event. The final here on the Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, the Mustangs beat the Tigers 6-5. I want to thank all of the fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast. Thanks to my camerawoman to my left for joining me. Appreciate her coming out and being out here the whole night with us. We appreciate her doing the work here. And, of course, remember to be kind to everybody. You never know what someone's going through. Your kindness could really make their day. The final here, once again, 6-5, Mustangs get the victory over the Tigers. And, again, a huge shout-out and congratulations to head coach Jason Pautsky on his 300th and now 301st career victory. For WCMP and KBEK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night.